The desire for fulfilling, meaningful work is one of the reasons we embark upon a creative career. But often we find, once on that path, that aside from all the usual competitive struggles of lack of work, lack of funds, we can also get jobs, be working, and think, hmm, not actually enjoying this as much as I anticipated I would. And then we start to ask questions about our choice. So, how do we build a really fulfilling career path that is uniquely our own? I feel really fortunate to be working with some incredible people and doing really fulfilling work. So I was reflecting on some of the things that I've done in order to forge my own really quite unique, unusual path through the creative industries, through the world of theatre. And these are 5 steps that I very consciously take and have taken at many points throughout my career in order to make sure I'm doing work that really fulfills me and means something to me. Step 1: which of your skills brings you the most joy? So I'm focusing on skills rather than what area of theatre would you like to be in, or what area of whatever your practice is would you like to work in. Because our skills can have a slightly wider application than we initially think, which gives us more opportunities for employment, more opportunities for joy. Our skills can maybe be used in many different aspects of theatre. Also, the nature of the profession changes really rapidly, and throughout a long career, the industry is going to change hugely. So, for that sense of sustaining a long career, knowing what your skills are and which skills make you really happy, which skills you want to be using, is really useful and important for retaining that flexibility. Now, if you're not sure which skills you enjoy the most, have a think about the jobs you've done or the moments in your training when you were really, really happy. What skills were you using when you were really happy? This is particularly useful if you can think of different jobs or different moments that are seemingly unrelated, different genres, for instance, and you might notice a similar skill coming through. So I noticed that a through line between my teaching work and my directing work is I really, really enjoy facilitating creatives to move towards their best ever work, really giving them confidence, encouraging people, noticing what's working, and really building in that positive way. And that crosses directing, teaching. It almost doesn't matter what I'm teaching in that sense. That's something that goes across everything that I do. And that's a skill that I have. Okay, so step 2: once you know what that skill or those skills are, make sure other people know that you want to be known for them. So look at your CV. Can you reorganize the jobs a bit so that those skills are the most prominent on your CV? Can you talk about using those skills on social media? Can your website highlight your experience in those skills? Do you have any review quotes or testimonials of some sort that highlight those skills? Put them out there on your online presence. Step 3: build connections. Now, maybe that's just a nice term for networking. But the reason I say connections is because what you're really looking for is people that you connect with and work environments that you connect with. The aim is to be fulfilled, to be happy. So, how do you build those connections? Because it can feel intimidating and difficult. So the first thing I suggest is going to workshops. I love a good workshop. I went to loads when I was young, and I did get work from them. And I still go to loads and loads now, and I have met some incredible people And continuing to go to workshops really means I stay like excited and stimulated and full of ideas. So workshops are a great place to make connections without feeling like you're doing uncomfortable networking, because really you genuinely are meeting like-minded people. And really, networking is just keeping in touch with the people that you get on with and that you want to make work with. Something else I recommend is contacting people whose work you admire and seeing if you can observe a rehearsal, or perhaps offer your skills, or offer to make coffee, run errands for a day. I'm not advocating for like a month of free work, not at all. Just a day here or there. It can be hard to find, but it is incredibly useful. I actually did this just a few years back, so well into my career. I'd been doing a lot of teaching. I was still directing as well, but I had been doing a lot of teaching. I left my teaching and I was ready for a change and some new work. And I thought, oh, I do a lot of classics. I've done a lot of devised work, physical work, but not very much new writing. So I contacted people that I knew were doing new writing. I popped into some rehearsals for free just to give a bit of feedback and support. And it was really valuable. And I also got to go on and do a few shows that I would not have done had I not taken the time to do that. So if you can find the time just to offer a few days here and there, you will make new connections. And it's also an opportunity to fill in experience gaps in your CV. Number 4, open your mind. We often have a picture of what we want our career to look like, what we think it should look like. But that picture can sometimes hold us back from the work that really fulfills us. The work you think you should be doing, the work that you think will impress people at parties, isn't necessarily, it might be, but it isn't necessarily the work that will make you happy. It's certainly not the only work that will make you happy, that will pay the bills, that will leave you feeling fulfilled. So, with this information about the skills that you enjoy, open your mind to other ways in which you can use those skills, unexpected places where you can be celebrated, valued, nurtured. Maybe even the job you're doing at the moment can utilize some of those skills. Look for opportunities to use those skills. And finally, number 5, tell people. Don't be shy about telling people about the kind of work you want to make. It's not showing off, it's sharing your passion, your creativity, your ideas. Talk to them about the things that excite you. Listen to the things that excite them. Maybe there's some common ground. Maybe there's a project you can create together. Maybe they know somebody that can support you. Maybe you know someone that can support them. Sharing what inspires you creatively, sharing what is meaningful to you creatively, helps you formulate, articulate, understand your own creative journey, and supports other people in creating theirs. We choose a creative path because it's meaningful to us. And this is a wonderful thing. I really encourage you to find your own unique path, the one that really, really works for you, because there is no one way to build a creative life. So best of luck with building your own unique, fulfilling career.